Excuse the darkness. I'm about to go to work, but while editing my video, I thought of this in regards to the pretty privilege. So, also, people underestimate people who are quote unquote pretty because they don't think they have to do a lot of hard work. And I used to get so mad about it because it's like, who are you to judge that I don't deserve what I get or that I don't work hard? What? Now, some instances, I am very lucky and I am very blessed. Yes. But I also grind. So, yeah. People underestimate you. And now I take it as an advantage because I'm like, oh, okay, bet. You underestimate me? Alright. Cool. Don't have to validate myself to no one except for me and God. Pretty privilege. I know the duality of having pretty privilege. From looking like this to looking like this to looking like this. And listen, in all three, I am beautiful inside and out. But I had to learn that because no one really told me that. My mom did, but my father, no, he did not say that. Truthfully, that is a whole different video. But gentlemen who are watching, tell your daughters that they're pretty once in a while. It might help not deal with F-boys when they get in their teenage adult years. So I had to learn in regards to gaining my own self-esteem, and also learn about self-love, and also with therapy and doing shadow work with myself, I was able to commend that I am, or that with all that, I was able to learn that yes, I am pretty, not only on the inside, not only on the outside, but on the inside. So I have 3 topics in regards to pretty privilege. One is pretty privilege versus light skin privilege. Then the second one is growing up and being pretty all your whole life. The benefits to that, which I don't know truly. And then third is the glow up stage of pretty privilege. So like in my last video that I did in regards to light skin versus pretty privilege, truthfully, a lot of people equivalent people who are light skinned to being pretty. That is not the case. But it usually happens. And then also, like with light skin versus pretty privilege, I know that there are a lot of dark skinned women who do have pretty privilege because of maybe their hair or because of their facial features. It just depends, you know. So yeah. Now, growing up being pretty all your life, I don't really know because I wore glasses and they were thick and I was chunky. Well, I've always been chunky. So I would say like my pretty stage started when I was maybe 7th grade or 8th grade. And when I got my braces off too, because I had vampire teeth as well. So usually the major like misconception to me is that people who are pretty like throughout their whole life have it easier. I think it's somewhat true, but not always. I sometimes think it's actually a little bit harder because people tend to misjudge you a lot. They do. Or like the girl would just get like the stigma, she thinks she's all that. Or like, yeah, you'll have friends, but a lot of them will be trying to compete with you, or secretly, of course, or just do like slick backhanded compliments. And that's one thing that I feel like does not get acknowledged in regards to the pretty privilege. But then also, you do get pretty privilege sometimes in regards to men being more nicer to you, and it goes either way. It does. Because just thinking about it also, because yeah, you do get privilege, but then yeah, you do get treated either better or worse. You do, in regards to friendships, romance. Because let me not even talk about romance. Now let's talk about like the glow up stage in regards to pretty privilege. So it's like you weren't like that girl before until you had your glow up stage. So you wasn't used to all the attention and all the recognition from the opposite or same sex people that are attracted to you. So what I've seen is that sometimes it might get to people's head, but I know God will humble people, just like God had humbled me in regards to having the glow up stage. I had a little big head. I did have a big head in regards to the glow up, where like can't nobody tell me nothing, but no, God's like, I think not. Just as much as I can give you blessings, I could take them right away from you. So the glow up stage can be difficult at first, but that's when you truly have to learn in regards to doing self-love and self-reflect, to not make yourself look like an ass. But also, it also helps you in regards to setting boundaries with people, or even with things. But yeah, because sometimes I don't know, the glow up state comes so quick and it's like, whoa, what happened? But that's the way of life. Sometimes when you do good, you get good, if that makes sense. But, so yeah, like I said, if you do good, you'll receive great things. But then also, you gotta learn that just because, yeah, blessings are coming in doesn't mean that things won't happen, like bad things won't happen. And then also, just because you're doing good in life doesn't mean you gotta ish on other people. One of my mottos is don't look down on people unless you're helping them up. Now, there's a difference in regards to when people were looking down at you and just were laughing and kikiing, but you don't do the same thing. You just let them be, but pray for them. That's all you gotta do. Pray for them, because they don't know no better. That's why, excuse my language, you don't deal with no silly shit. You don't have time to do that, because not only are you glowing up physically, but you have to do it mentally and spiritually. Like you do. Or like there's no point in the glow up, because it's like it's a waste. You do not want to waste God's time. You don't. Alright, so yeah, that was the shortest pretty privilege video that I'm doing. See you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.